Hello everyone! Today I want to share with you guys a Valentine's Day makeup look tutorial thing. When I think of Valentine's Day, I think of pinks and corals and very light and just innocence and being goofy and young and having crushes. So this is the look that I associated with this. It's a lot of light colors and pinks, and I just think it's really, I don't know, girly. So yeah, if you guys want to see how I got this makeup tutorial, then just keep watching. So far all I have on is my foundation. The foundation I'm wearing is the CoverGirl 3-in-1 Stay Fabulous foundation, and I just mixed it with a little bit of my moisturizer. The finish on this foundation is really matte, and the moisturizer gives it more of a dewy, youthful glow. So then I'm just going to quickly do my eyebrows. If you guys want to see a full-on eyebrow routine, please request it, but that's what they look like done. So let's get started with the eyes. The primer I'm using is the e.l.f. eyelid primer. I love this. It's just a very basic primer, and I'm just going to put it all over my eyes and then rub it in with my finger. The first color I'm going to put on my lid is a mix between these two colors here. It is just a really nice matte, light matte pinky tone once it's mixed together, and you're just going to put that in your crease. And I do have hooded eyelids, so I do put mine a little bit above the crease, because if I don't, I just feel like it doesn't show very much, but you don't necessarily have to copy me exactly. So next on my lid, I'm going to use this really light pink color from the Revealed palette by Coastal Scents. It's just marked there by a heart. It's just very, very light, and I'm just going to pack that on to my lid. This color is also from Coastal Scents. It's a really nice matte peach color. It's seriously my favorite right now. I love it. And I'm just going to be putting this into my outer V and not really bringing it too far into the crease, just like the outer half, to give it a little more pinky, peachy dimension. And then I'm just going to be using another color from the Revealed palette, and this is kind of like a pinky toned brown. It's kind of hard to explain, but I'm just going to be just putting this on the very outer edge of my lid to give it a little more darkness. But as I said before, I wanted to keep this very light and innocent, so I didn't want to add too many dark colors into this look. So now I'm just spraying my eyeshadow brush with some water. I just put some water in a spray bottle, and I'm going back to the first color we used on the lid and packing this on. By using a damp brush, it's going to really intensify the color and give it more of like a metallic look. As you can see, the comparison of the two lids there's a real pop difference on the other lid. And then I'm going in with a clean blending brush and making sure everything is really blended and transitions well. Then I'm just using the lightest color in this sample, and I'm going to just be tapping it on so that I can use that as a highlight. It's kind of got some gold tone to it, and I just think it's a really beautiful blend. Then going back into my Coastal Scents palette, I'm just using this darker color to line my lash line and give it a little more darkness, because I don't really want to use any liner in this look. And now I've actually finished all my foundation and finished everything up. If you guys want to look at that, you can check out my foundation routine. But now I'm just going to do a light contour with my Sunny bronzer. You don't have to do this for this look, but I do not like my face shape personally, and I just think it needs a little more structure. So yeah, and then next, moving on to blush, we are just using this really beautiful coral color, and I'm just using a stippling brush because it gives a really light application, even though I'm putting a lot of blush on because I love the color. And then highlighting with my Tiki bronzer, and again using a small stippling brush to give a really nice light highlighted glow, and I just like that on my cheekbones, my forehead, chin, nose, and my upper lip, just to give you more of a little pout. You know, you want some kissable lips for Valentine's Day. And now we are going to finish the eyes. Now I am just adding some of that dark color we used on the lash line to the outer edge of my eyes. And then on the inner part of my eyes, I'm just using that really light pink color that we used on the top lid. And then I'm just using my crease, like tapered blending brush, to blend out those edges, because this is a softer look. You don't want to have any harsh edges, and I'm just using that highlight we used on the brow bone and adding a touch of it to my inner tear duct. Now to line the bottom waterline, I'm using the Rimmel Scandaleyes in Nude. I didn't want to use a dark liner because I want this to look very cute and not too dark, and I think it really opens up your eyes. Now I just gently press my finger to pull my bottom lid down. That way I don't have much pulling or tugging, and then line my bottom waterline. And then to tightline, I'm using my Extra Intense, I don't know, it's by L'Oreal and it's black, and I suck at tightlining, so I look really funny. But it's just gonna give a little more of volume to your lash line. And then for my lashes, I am going to curl them, obviously, I forgot about that, and use my Mary Kay mascara. I love this mascara because it kind of, like, it doesn't really do much for my lashes, but it just makes them look really natural, if you know what I'm saying. And I didn't want them to be crazy. And then if you want some fun and it's Valentine's Day, you can add a little, I'm using the Marcel glitter liner, and this is just like a crystal glitter liner just on the inner half of my lower lash line, just to give it a little something something. And for lips, I'm using my Wet n Wild lipstick. I can't remember what this is called, but it will be listed down below. And I'm just tapping that onto my lips and then blending it out with my finger. I don't want this to be too harsh. I want it to be really gentle and cute and almost just look like a stained lip. And then to top it off, I'm using my lip gloss, and this is the Revlon lip gloss in Peach Petal. And honestly, this is my favorite lip combo right now. I just think it looks so cute and pink. And yeah, just adding a little bit of lip gloss and then blending that out with my finger. And then that completes the makeup look. And for my hair, I'm just tossing a little bit of my Baptiste dry shampoo in my hair and rocking the natural crazy hair, because I'm a mom and I spent enough time on my makeup, so I really don't have time for my hair. But yeah, I'm just rubbing that in and tossing it around, and there is the finished makeup look. And then yeah, that's the completed look all together. Thanks for watching. Bye guys. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure that you check out my last video I did for my DIY birthday bash. If you want to follow me on any of my social media, it's all listed there down below. And make sure you subscribe, because I put up new videos every week. And yeah, here's a blooper.
Whoa, can I not get these little pieces? What is this? What is this going on in my hair? What is this? Like, why do I keep seeing white specks? Oh, what is this? Is that paint? Is that paint?
Oops, I got paint in my hair.